Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to perfectly create a beautiful natural cut crease eye makeup which you can do on yourself for a special event, or if you are a professional makeup artist you can do this look for an engagement, nikah or a second day walima look. So here is a before shot of my beautiful model. So the first thing we must always do is protect our clothing from any spills or fallout of color on the dress. Also, before I start, I like to see if the eyebrows need a little bit of shaping. I'm not thinning the eyebrows here, I'm just shaping them. You can use these trimmers for eyebrows, they're very handy to have in your kit. And once you're done, you can just brush off the unwanted hair from your face. So to make sure that we don't have any makeup on your face, I am using a makeup removing wipe with a little bit of micellar water on it. This really helps to remove any eye makeup or any residue on the face to make sure that you start with a clean canvas. I'm taking the P. Louise eye makeup primer, and with the concealer brush on the back of your hand, first you're going to smooth it out. Now I'm going to draw a thin line under the eyebrows to separate the brow area from the lid area, and this is called priming the lid. It's just like painting. Before we apply paint, we have to prime the surface so that all our colors look more enhanced, they pop out more and they stay on longer. अगर आपके पास primer नहीं है, if you don't have a primer, you can just use a concealer, any concealer that you have. Just use a little bit of loose powder on top to set it to prevent creasing. In the Pakistani local brands options, Luscious Cosmetics has a really nice eye primer as well. I can make another tutorial using that. So whatever you're doing, repeat it on the other side as well to make sure that all your processes are similar on both sides. And on top of the brows. Now this is not going to stay like this. I know it looks like a lot of product, but once you blend it out, it actually makes a really nice base. So now I'm just blending the eye primer on the lid. You can use a brush to do this, or you can even use a sponge to do this. So for the eyeshadow, I'm going to use Huda Beauty's Empowered Eyeshadow Palette. These are very pigmented, beautiful eyeshadows, excellent for bridal makeup. I'm using a small round crease brush here to deposit and pack on color in the crease. The crease area is where we usually apply a transition color or a contour color, which is usually a brown color, a mid-tone color. This gives definition to your eye shape. So if you want to learn more about eye shapes and where to apply colors, then watch my video, which is for beginners eye makeup application techniques. And if you're finding this tutorial helpful, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon button so that you are notified every time I make a new video. Here I'm taking a bigger crease brush. It's a bit more fluffy, and I'm going to diffuse out the color on the crease. So with soft circular motions, with the back and forth movement, blend the colors on the crease that you've applied. And the more you blend, the softer your finish and the more professional and beautiful it will look. So after I've blended the transition color on the lid in the crease, I'm going to take a darker shade with a packing brush. Look, this is a tight brush, and it's going to pack on an intense amount of color on the crease. Again, focusing on the crease line, the socket line. This is where you can see, you can actually feel it with the back of your brush. Where the brow bone ends, this is where your crease starts. It creases into the eyelid. So here I'm going to apply a darker shade of brown and blend it with the same fluffy brush. So here I've blended the eye color, and you can see how it looks before I move on to the next. Repeat the same process and colors on the other side. And take your time to do this. In reality, this took me about at least 30 to 45 minutes to do both the eye makeup look. If you want, you can start with the darker color first and then blend it out with the lighter transition color that we used. Okay, now that we've applied eyeshadow to the crease on both the eyes, we are going to do the most important part now, which is cutting the crease. Yes, this is why it's called the cut crease eye makeup, because first we have colored in the crease and now we're going to cut it with a bright light color. So for that, I'm using the concealer here. I've used the Tarte concealer. You can use any concealer that you have. Notice how I am applying it in very fine, thin lines. So basically I'm just connecting the dots in a way so that I get a nice shape for the lid. So ये आपने lid area तक रखना है. You're not going to take it above the crease. You're going to keep it on the crease and under. And once you have your shape, we are going to fill in the rest of the lid. So now you can see why it was so important to get in the dark color in the crease, because when you cut it on top with the concealer or a primer, it's going to create a really nice contrast, which is the beauty of this cut crease eye look. थोड़ा सा मैंने inner corner से extend किया है, so I can put a lighter color there. It has a nice and brightening effect when you apply a lighter color eyeshadow there. I have extended it a little bit into the inner corner so that when I apply a lighter shimmer shadow here, it's going to have a really nice brightening effect. So for my eyeshadow on the lid, I took this beautiful champagne light peach gold color from the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. And with a flat eyeshadow brush, I am just packing it on. So I'm pressing the color into the lid. I'm not blending it. This is called depositing the color. So where you're pressing on the color onto the lid area. I'm applying it all over the lid, just leaving the outer corner. Repeat on the other eye using the same colors, and remember to always check for symmetry and balance. Now take the darkest brown that we used on the crease and blend it into the outer corner, making a slight V shape so that you get a nice slant and lifted effect. सबसे darkest brown color जो हमने लिया था उसको outer corner of the eye पे एक तिरछी strokes के साथ हम blend करेंगे inwards into the lid area. Now I'm applying a highlight color, which is sort of like a white pearl color. It's not very clear in the video. Now I'm filling in the brows. I usually use the Anastasia brow pomade in ebony and just lightly fill in the brow hairs using an angled brush. You don't want to make a boxy eyebrow, you just want to make it look natural. And the first step is to comb your hairs with a brush for eyebrows like this, or a spoolie brush, जो mascara wands type के brushes होते हैं. Push the hair upwards so that you get a nice lifted brow, and then you fill in the color. You can use an eyebrow pencil or powder, whatever you prefer. I prefer to use the brow pomade because it is a gel which stays on longer, it's waterproof. So for bridal and professional makeup, it's important that you use high quality products that have a long lasting effect. And I like to start from under the arch first, as this is where our hair is darkest, and then move forward in upward and outward strokes. So here I'm sizing the lash according to the eye shape and length, and this helps me see how much I need to trim off from the outer end. This step is very important because if you don't trim it off, then it's going to droop downwards and not look very pretty. Bending the lash band like this makes it a bit easier to apply, as it loosens it up a little bit. I'm using the Duo Lash Glue, and I always curl the lashes and apply a few coats of mascara before placing the eyelash on it, as I feel like it gives it a really nice hold from underneath. And later on, when the eyelashes are set and the glue is dried, then you're going to give it another coat of mascara to blend the hairs together. And once you've applied a thin coat of lash glue, give it at least 60 seconds to dry before you place the eyelashes onto your lash line, because if it's not tacky enough, then it is going to move and it's going to be very difficult later on to reapply it. I also added a very thin gel eyeliner before applying the lashes, a black eyeliner. Unfortunately, I didn't get a video of it, so stay tuned for my next video. I kept it very thin and close to the lash line as I wanted a natural effect. So for the lower waterline, I've used Inglot 05 pencil. It is a creamy white beigeish color. It looks really natural and it has a brightening effect. And to finally finish off our eye makeup look, I'm using a slanted eye brush to gently press in some brown color to give definition to the eyes. And a very final important step is to also gel the fake eyelashes with the real ones by pressing the lashes into the fake eyelashes from the bottom like this. This blends both the lashes together so that they look one. Coat the lower lashes holding the wand upright like this to give more length to the lower lashes. And with that, my friends, we are finally done with this eye makeup look. And if you want to see how I did the rest of the face with the foundation, blush and lipstick, then make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon button so you are notified whenever I publish a new video. And do let me know if you found this tutorial helpful. I would really appreciate your feedback, and let me know if there are any other videos you want me to make about makeup or product reviews, and I will make sure to address them as soon as possible. Till then, hope to see you in another tutorial very soon. Take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.